Alright everybody, what is up? It's Flix. Welcome back. In today's video guys, this is part 2 for the in-depth trailer breakdown for Call of Duty Black Ops 4, where I talk about things that you might have missed while watching the trailer. If you guys haven't checked part 1 yet, which I made previously there literally 5 minutes ago, make sure you go and check it out guys, so you guys can keep up to all the latest news for Call of Duty Black Ops 4 and that you do not miss a thing. So link for that video will be in the top link in the description, and make sure you subscribe and smash the like button guys if you want to stay up to date with all the latest Call of Duty Black Ops 4 news. And without further ado, let's get straight into the video guys. So the first bit of news that we are going to cover is the new specialist gadgets that I noticed throughout the video of the trailer. So this one in particular kind of stood out to me because it's something that they've never actually done in the previous one, which was Call of Duty Black Ops 3. So basically this is like a deployable shield for you and your teammates. So if you're trying to capture an objective, you're pushing an objective, you don't see any cover and you're taking fire, you can just whip out this bad boy for you and your teammates, and you guys can have a bit of covered to protect yourselves, and it's overall a pretty good gadget to have. So a lot of you guys are going to be extremely happy that the right shield or deployable shield is now officially returning into Call of Duty Black Ops 4. We were kind of disappointed and we kind of were expecting for this to be returned in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Unfortunately that wasn't the case, but for Black Ops 4 this is actually coming back, but with a few tweaks and changes that kind of make it very, powerful. I'm not too sure if this is a gadget or for a create a class loadout, or if this is actually a special ability. I'm not too entirely sure. So basically this deployable shield, riot shield, whatever you may want to call it, can actually peek a shotgun or a pistol. I'm not too sure what exactly that barrel is, but from my point of view it looks like a shotgun. So you can just whip out a shotgun right in front of you if you're under fire, and pretty much it's overpowered. I mean, you don't need to ADS or you don't need to place your shield away to shoot. You can just put your pistol or your secondary through that gap with your shield and shoot if an enemy's in front of you. I don't know if that's a thing you can keep on constantly doing. I'm very curious to see what way that works out, because that seems very powerful. And second of all, you can actually run and hit fire with your deployable shield rather than actually having to switch over to your secondary or place your shield on the ground and then whip out your secondary. It's good to see you have a bit of priority there and you're not completely exposed whenever you're using your deployable shield. It's pretty cool to see. So the Annihilator is actually having an official return into Black Ops 4. This was in the previous Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and basically this is just a hand cannon, and it basically just one-shots people, just more like a revolver would. This is one of a special ability from a specialist, so you have to wait till you had enough points to actually have the ability to use it. So that's pretty cool to see it's coming back into Call of Duty Black Ops 4. And by far one of the most used specialists, in my opinion, in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 was the Purifier. And I'm not too sure about his name. I think it might have been Heatfur or something, but basically this guy had a flamethrower. It was called the Purifier. This thing actually wrecked people. The amount of nerfs and buffs that this thing actually got in Black Ops 3 was horrendous. So that's fantastic news to see that is coming back into Call of Duty Black Ops 4, because by far one of my favourite operators in the entire game. So this is his second special ability, and this was actually one I actually really used the most. It was kind of like a stun mechanism. So if you were rushing in and playing domination, or you were playing hardpoint, anything objective wise is just a lot easier to use it with. It just kind of goes with the ability. You could run in and rush, stun everyone around you. It's hard to turn, it's hard to move. You kind of take a wee bit of damage, you blind your enemies, and then you will try and take them out quickly before the duration of your heat wave actually worn off. In this case, you can actually affect people behind walls, and apparently you can actually donate your health into that ability for it to have a longer duration. So that's very interesting to see. I've never seen that in a Call of Duty game before that you could actually put your health into an ability. So I thought that was kind of unique. And they are adding in barbed wire to block off pathways. I don't know if you can run through this barbed wire. It didn't show you in the trailer. This trailer just literally showed you this girl or this boy whip out a grenade launcher, which is another special ability from another specialist, which was actually the war machine from Black Ops 3. So this is it right here. Pretty straightforward, just a grenade launcher, just like your typical grenade launcher from any other Call of Duty. And if you played Black Ops 3, it's basically the exact same. So this actually really caught my attention. They're actually adding in a specialist where you can actually heal your teammates nearby. Kind of the same way where Overwatch kind of would play, or Evolve, or any kind of those kind of games that you have this kind of a device holding out to heal your teammates. That's kind of the first games that kind of come into my mind whenever I think of that. So Call of Duty's never done that before, so that's going to be very interesting to see how that works out. And another specialist return to Black Ops 4, which was the Vision Pulse, except with a few tweaks. Again, this Vision Pulse actually allows your whole team to see enemies through walls. In the previous one, it only showed you the enemies through the wall for yourself. Now you can actually give your team the upper advantage, and they can see everyone through the walls as well. And by far the best thing I've seen in my entire life, well, maybe not my best thing in my entire life, but the K9 unit is having a return in Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Not multiple K9 units running around the map. This is just a specific K9 unit for an operator, kind of the way the guard dog work for Call of Duty Ghosts, except I'll probably give you a few more different options to use it for, maybe to tell you if an enemy's nearby or it kills enemies by itself. I'm not too entirely sure. We didn't see much gameplay in the trailer with it, unfortunately. Some Texas are having a return in Call of Duty. They're just like sticky grenades. Tomahawks are having a return, just like throwing knives. We don't really have to get too much information on that. These are just trip wires, kind of like the way the trip mine work in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. And the paratroopers are having an official return in Call of Duty Black Ops 4. These were in Call of Duty World War II. I heard they were okay, but they're basically just three people from a Delta squad walking around the map, which are AI killing people. And the AC-130 is having a flipping return in Black Ops 4. We've never seen an AC-130 in a Treyarch game. These are usually kept in the Modern Warfare series, where Infinity Award would make their Call of Duty. So that's going to be very interesting to see what way Treyarch used the AC-130 in their game. And, you know, hopefully it's good. And the Battle Hind is coming back. So, I mean, simple score streak layer is just an attack helicopter. But that's it for part 2, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications to stay up to date with all the latest Call of Duty Black Ops 4 news. And make sure you guys go and check out part 1 to things you might have missed on Black Ops 4. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out, guys.